So I think it's already started, but what I've noticed is my Screencastify takes over my share screen, so I may not be able to record it and share screen. But let me just get John to activate his microphone. So John, the second icon on the top right is a toggle on and off microphone.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me see. Oh, I have there. Go ahead and talk. I had my system mute on. Do a test 1, 2, 3.
Can you hear me?
I can. Yes. Okay. And Karen, go ahead and say something.
Yes, Lorraine, I can hear you.
Good. Okay. So this is the Coco, and it's free. Maybe not this big floor plan isn't so much free, but you can use it for a small space if you needed to, you know, communicate with people at their convenience from their home or from their office. So it's called a 2D virtual office space. As you can see, there's lots of rooms in this space. Even the room, which it's a hyperlink, Tag IoT 2017 June 8th, that's another room, and each room has unique share screen, audio, video, chat. So unless you're in the room, what is said or shared on a screen or even in chat is not seen from other rooms. So each room is unique, just like a regular physical office. So I've used this space for about a year and a half, and I find it very effective, especially when people work and they want to go home, but they want to meet, and it's really created for remote teams and distributed teams. So for me, after I get off work, I don't want to go and I will for some things like tag meetings or whatever, but if it's something that I'm volunteering with, ideally I'd like to try to use this space. So I'm planning on doing informational sessions here for the Tag IoT event. I'm also planning on doing training sessions, and the training sessions will expose you to new tools and ways to automate social media and ways to amplify social media. So because my Screencastify will not allow me to share multiple screens, let me just try. Let me make an attempt and see if I can share a screen and do Screencastify. So it's showing my desktop, so that means I need to open my presentation, which I was creating in Canva, which is a tool that I'm going to be sharing with everyone involved in the Tag IoT event. So here we have, it's just my cover screen. The theme of this year's event is The Time Is Now. So this is the second Tag IoT conference or symposium or summit. This year I think they're still going with symposium. Some people on the task force said symposium typically is a first year event. They might be changing it, don't know yet. Last year, the chair for the event, Todd Penagai, really had a focus of trying to generate the thought for the Atlanta area. Like, nobody knows all the IoT things that happen in Atlanta. Most people, when you talk about IoT, you think California, Boston, Austin, Texas. So we really wanted to resonate enough to kind of make a mark in the Atlanta area, like set a stance that IoT is happening here with smart cities, with startups, with all the startup incubators in the Atlanta area, that it's a huge business ecosystem that can really nurture and grow the IoT space. There's a lot of huge companies like SAP, Global Payments, a lot of retail companies that are doing a lot of great stuff with IoT, including cars and everything else. So why can't we showcase those companies in the Atlanta area? So what is a social media command center? This is Salesforce.com's social media command center. Of course, we're not going to be able to get there unless I negotiate a sponsorship in kind from Nanolumens, which I'm not sure if that's going to take place or not. But last year we had errands, and I talked to John Trainer, who's the CIO or CTO, CEO, something of errands, and I said, we'd like to get some of your monitors like you had last year for the Social Media Command Center at the IoT event, and he said, we'll hook you up. So we had 360-inch, I'm holding my arms out, that's the glory of the video here, and if you guys want to put on your video, it's the fourth icon on the top. So if you have a video cam or a little video camera in your laptop, feel free to show your face, because this is how you can replace the face-to-face meeting. Instead of getting in a car and driving and dealing with the traffic, you literally have a face you can look at here when you're meeting with people. So anyway, also I should tell you that the screen that you see next to my video, if you click on it, it's going to make it populate the entire floor plan. So if you couldn't see it before, go ahead and click on it, and I can back up as well, because this is about you getting familiar and comfortable with the space in Sococo and clicking around and not being afraid to click around. So let me just see how many of you are familiar with the group chat, and if you clicked on the screen that I'm sharing, which currently has the Dreamforce Social Media Command Center picture, did you expand it and allow it to populate the floor plan space in your screen? Type a Y in the group chat if you were able to do that. So the group chat, there's two ways to access it. If you look on the left hand above the flashing avatar, it's a 2D avatar, it's a face with a headset and a microphone. If you click that little comment box above it, it opens the group chat. And you literally can type a Y there, and that says, yes, I was able to expand that little tiny screen next to mine to allow it to populate the floor plan, and it just increases the presentation so you see the picture and the words that I'm presenting to you. Do you see that, Karen?
Yes, I do.
Good. So sometimes I'll go through a presentation and people are like, I couldn't read your presentation, it was too small. So I want to make sure that I share that with everybody. You can even zoom on me and see my gray hair and whatever, my earrings, whatever. You know, so you could click on my video and see the glare from the screen come into my glasses. It's better, best practice probably to do a video cam without glasses, because then you don't get the reflection of the screen and then you don't see my eyes. But anyway, that's a little side tip there. We go back to the presentation. So why is Tag IoT, or why Tag IoT is setting up a social media command center? Last year, this image, and let me see if I can, I don't think, I'm going to try to blow up this image for you so you can see it better. And if I put it here and make it big, you should be able to see it better now. So this was the Splunk dashboard that the social intelligence team of the Social Media Command Center, which was staffed by the Emory Big Data alumni. Those are students that attended the 80-hour accelerated training in Big Data and Data Analytics, which is held at the Emory Continuing Education Center, or it's through the Emory Continuing Education Center, but it's on Saturday mornings from 8 a.m. to 5:30 at the Rollins School, at the Nell Hodges nursing school is where they have it on Saturdays, but they'll have help sessions and supplemental training at the continuing education center. But this dashboard is showing you the last 15 minutes, what the trending hashtags were for the event. So we have a branded hashtag of IoTGA. Hi, Howard, welcome. And we have other hashtags, obviously ATL because it's in Atlanta. We had the Cloud Society and the Mobility Society were founding societies for this event last year. So was the Tag Data Science and Analytics Society. So some of those hashtags are associated with the hashtag IoTGA. We also had big data and analytics. Then on the top right quadrant is the top mentions. So either a speaker or SAP. So the Twitter handles for these different companies. We even had Gartner Incorporated retweet, and people were mentioned. Looks like I froze for a minute. These people were mentioned during the event, and that was the last 15 minutes. So IoTGA, which is our Twitter handle, it's actually IoT_GA, had the top mentions because it's the event. And then on the lower left quadrant is the tweet stream for the last 30 seconds. So it would automatically, and what it did, it encouraged people to tweet, because if they did, they could literally stand in the exhibit hall and see this on the screen, which was an Aaron's monitor, and they wanted to see their tweet on the screen. So then the last lower right quadrant is, it says top user agents, but all that means is, was it a twit bot, which is what it says, TWITbot.net, TweetDeck, a Twitter web client. Was it on an iPad? Was it through If This Then That? Was it a Facebook, which I'm surprised to see that there, Facebook post or mobile web, or was it Twitter for Android or Twitter for iPhone? So it's basically showing you, you could easily see, okay, it's pretty balanced how many people were tweeting on iPhones or Android phones, but the other stuff is kind of just noise, if you want to call it that. It's just a metric we were able to gather from the unstructured data in social media. So we put it up there. This year we may have something different there. This year we intend to have every social media that can be splunked hopefully integrated into one data set. So this is like the social intelligence analytics side of it, but let me go ahead and shrink this down. There's plenty of roles that can be filled for the Tag IoT Symposium Social Media Command Center. Engagement specialist is probably the easiest role that can be filled, but it's an important role because it's going to help amplify the social media, which is the whole point of having a social media command center. All they are is an attendee. They're sitting in the room watching a session. They have the Twitter handle for the speaker. They have the hashtag for the event and any associated hashtags. They have maybe some company handles where they can mention the companies, especially the company of the speaker, and they'll kind of post highlights, whether it's in Facebook or in Twitter or in Instagram or their kind of social media network of choice, whatever they're comfortable with, until I'm going to fill those slots first. You get first choice if you sign up for a specific social media network. You can use that, and then as other volunteers come in, I'm going to try to fit them into a new platform, and it would be an opportunity for them to learn. So is this something you want to use the skills you already know, or do you want to learn a new social media network and develop stronger skills there? So then I have a social media creative team which I'll be giving training on canva.com, which is a tool that I use. It's free until you find it necessary to have more than 2 folders or to collaborate with teams. I'm hoping Tag IoT, because we have sponsorship money, will be providing us with a Canva for work for the IoT event. And that way I could share it with teams and have folders, and whatever people create, it can be shared across everybody, both in the engagement specialist team, as well as the social media creative team, as well as all the companies and sponsors, exhibitors, and task force committee members, and just anyone involved in the IoT event. I'm going to back up and talk about the engagement specialist. Not only would they be posting social media content, but they also would be taking pictures. We can literally have someone that's just walking the room and taking pictures and post it on a Slack channel. And then from a Slack channel, the social media creative team can take those images, watch the tweet stream, and take an image and take a highlight of the presentation and marry them together and have a very good social media content, because images speak better than just the tweet. And then obviously videos, which today we could do Facebook Live, we could do Periscope, or we could do I think Twitter has a live feed. We can literally have people out there doing little short snippets of videos, or even talking to the speakers after they speak or before they speak, or anyone attending an event, why they came, what brought them there, what did they learn, what was the best thing about the speaker sessions or breakout sessions or whatever. So the social intelligence team, again, we're going to have alumni from the Emory Big Data program, but we also have another team of people, a small group of people who are going to be helping me out with that. And that's to be announced at a later date, hopefully first week of April, who they are and what they do. And actually is an opportunity for people who want to transition into a growing field and who want to learn through free learning, and then be able to be signed up on contracts and get some pretty good money. And Splunk is a hint. So, but it's not with Splunk, it's something else. Project managers. So I need project managers. Since I recently took on a full-time job, I will need people to help me manage the social media command center. I managed it last year. It could be someone who's managing the engagement specialist. They can come in, and as we grow the team and say we have 8 engagement specialists, if they want to be the one managing them, they'd be able to point them to the right resources, give them access to this space, do regularly cadence meetings to be able to assist them, or maybe if you look at the bottom line, trainers, so train the trainer. So if I train you and you've kind of got a grasp for this, you could teach someone else, whether it be something about Facebook or Canva and how to create images on Canva. And recruiters. So as you're networking, tell people about Tag IoT. If they don't want to attend the event, but they want to volunteer, they get a comp ticket access to the event. So it's a great way to network with people that are employed. And if you're part of the Social Media Command Center, you could very well demonstrate your skills, and then you can find an opportunity. And I actually am getting hit, as anyone does when they get a new job. Other people are reaching out to them trying to take them away from that job. Well, I do have a couple open opportunities, but I need to vet the person before I send them in that direction. So if you contribute and you show me that you're a valuable social media person who could fill a director of communications role or marketing communications role, I could very well refer you to these open opportunities if they're not filled before the IoT event. So I actually, when I sent the message, let me stop sharing the screen. I had to throw together the presentation. So I thought, what do they need to know? What is the Social Media Command Center? Which one of the things I probably should show is or talk more about is the image, and for some reason my screen here is not working. Okay, hold on. Hopefully it's still recording. Yes, it is. All right. So let me go back to back in 2010, 2013. Salesforce.com, Oracle, a lot of the big companies would have a social media command center. Today, it's less of, it's old school. It's something they used to do. But Tag IoT had never had one, and last year was the first one. I'm trying to find the picture. Here it is. So yes, this is, let me share the screen. Hold on. Oh, doing the wrong thing here. Let's see if I do this. So I may have already said earlier that this is kind of overkill, and hold on, it's not going. So this is overkill, and the only way we would have anything near to this level would be if Nanolumens provides us with some of their fabulous LED screens. So Oracle did a social media command center, I think it was 2013, and Meg, I can't remember her name, she was the VP of marketing or CMO of Oracle, and Oracle Open World is their one of their big events, and they used hashtag OOW, and what they learned they had to do, because they were trying to kind of follow the conversations with attendees and speakers and so forth during the event, they learned they had to filter out the hashtag depending on the content, because they were competing with another group that used hashtag OOW, which was out of wedlock. So that's one of the things that, maybe Oracle learned, is they can't use hashtag OOW, but if they put 2017 or the year, then maybe they can. So there's a lot of reasons to do a social media command center, and I haven't really prepared exactly a good pitch for that, but I hope to have another session. If this video didn't work out great, maybe I'll fix my hair better and put on some lipstick, and it'll be a better video presentation. But I'm going to open the floor now to questions. If you have questions, I'd like to try to address them. Anyone?
I have a question.
Okay.
If I'm interested in a particular role from that group of 6 opportunities,
Yeah.
How does that work?
Let me go to that list here. And there may be more roles too, because one of the things, John Daly, I'm familiar with your skills in videoing. There could be an opportunity for you to do some videos and capture videos for us. So keep that in mind. Just shoot me an email. I would say tell me now, but well, actually, let me do that. Let me stop sharing this, and I can open my OneNote that has a lot of the information, and I can literally put it next to your name. So what role were you interested in?
The social intelligence role.
Well, the social intelligence team is staffed by Emory Big Data alumni. But you will get exposure to see what they're doing. But So, are you familiar with Splunk or RapidMiner?
No. And
Yeah.
I know you mentioned that the alumni were coming in a group of people to be named later were coming in. I just wasn't sure if that was also an opening as well.
Oh, yeah, you could do what would happen kind of through the and let me put this up there so that I have it, because actually let me see. Um, Hold on. You will be able to connect with them and see what they're doing pre-event through some other things that are taking place. So let me put this on the screen. And I'm going to see if I could share screen so you guys can see how I use Canva. Got way too many windows open because that's what creative people do. Alright, so this is Canva. I'm working on Canva to add info to this presentation. I kind of created somewhat of a template. I just copied what I had there, but this is important information. Actually, it's kind of like Canva is really like a design, almost like Adobe, but you don't have to buy Adobe. So I'm inserting some text for this particular document. I have actually what I should have done, let me undo, and then I'm selecting, wow, my bandwidth is fighting between video and everything else. It's fighting for, so it's hard. So I paste these events. Oops, not that. It didn't take my paste. Hold on one second. This right here, of course. Yes. Now I have it in my copy string. Now I could put it here. So mark your calendars, because these are upcoming events. Let me check tag online for the data science and analytics stuff. And I could give you more dates, so mark your calendars. And I probably should put this in an email, but I don't want to make any promises I can't meet or make any promises I can't meet, because I'm just fortunate that I've got 3 other people here attending with me. They responded to my email, and I appreciate that. Let's see. So if I go to tag IoT, come on, I don't want to go there. I want to go data science and analytics, because I'm on the board for the data science and analytics. I can get people into events for free because I could tell them that you're my volunteer cadre helping support the Tag IoT event, and we have iterative sessions taking place. And I think some of these events you guys will want to attend. I see one right now that is very, I'm impressed. I look forward to the event. It's called Marketing Analytics on August 18th. Oh, that's after. Never mind. No wonder I didn't put it there. That's June 8th, so that's not going to be, I mean, I will allow you guys to attend just for helping with IoT, but I'm listing events that are before June 8th, so that you guys can come and be an engagement specialist or a project manager or let me go up, a trainer or whatever. And there's very likely I don't have roles listed here. So John, I appreciate you wanting to be on the social intelligence team, but right now, since the Emory Big Data Alumni Program has up to 270 alumni, I'm keeping it open for them because I know they know the tools that we're going to be using to do analytics on the social media. But the group that's going to be coming in, and they're going to launch and announce something possibly April 1st. I will definitely connect you with them. And actually, Howard is one of the team members, and we can talk past. Actually, we're already at 8 o'clock, so I'm going to wrap this up and end the recording. Let me press stop.